We're making kielbasa potato soup. It's cheesy potatoy soup with kielbasa, and it does have onions, carrots, and celery. We're using a cream of chicken and cheese and heavy cream also, along with a quart of chicken stock. We're putting in a package of diced kielbasa, and I'm just gonna put it right in the pot that I'm cooking in to brown it up. All right, I got the kielbasa in here, one package. It was 14 ounces. I am gonna add about a tablespoon of butter just to kind of get it started rendering. We're gonna be using the same pot and add more butter to do our vegetables in. After we get the kielbasa sauteed, we're just gonna cook that up a little bit. Just stir every once in a while. I could have sauteed it in another pan. I just browning my pan up a little bit, but it'll be fine. We'll be sauteing our onions and carrots and celery in here, and hopefully it'll deglaze. You only have to brown these as much as you want them browned, and then we're gonna pour them in a little bowl and set them aside. We took our sausage out in a bowl and we're just setting aside for now. Okay, I turned it back on medium. We want 4 tablespoons of butter, half a stick. And we'll put that in there. Let that just go. I'm gonna add about half cup to a cup of chopped onion. I'm using frozen onions from freezer. I got close to a whole cup. Pick that up. Ooh, nice and brown in there. That'll be good. We're gonna use our quarter cup to half a cup of chopped celery, and our half a cup to 1 cup of chopped carrots. The celery was 1 stalk, so whatever 1 stalk is. And the carrots, I used the last of the baby carrots that we had in the fridge just because I didn't want them to go bad. We're gonna saute this for about 5 to 7 minutes until they're tender. See, it's deglazed the pan. It's a nice roux looking stuff. My vegetables are getting cooked. After the timer goes off and these have softened down, we'll add our 3 cloves of garlic minced and let that cook a little bit before continuing. The onions I can see are cooked down. Let's see if the carrots are soft. Getting there. We're gonna add our 3 cloves of minced garlic. Cook that for about a minute. 30 seconds to a minute. You don't want it to burn. It's already fragrant. Smells good. Oh yeah. I'm only here at a medium. It's really cooking. I have my 3 large russet potatoes diced. I put them in water so they wouldn't brown. I'm going to drain the water off and then put those in. Alright, so we're going to add those. Stir those up a second. And we're going to add our 4 cups of chicken broth. We're cooking the potatoes in that broth. You may need to add a little more water, depending on, you know, you can stretch the soup, make it more, you make it thinner consistency, however you want. We're gonna start off with a quart of chicken broth. This was our homemade kind in the freezer, so we thawed it out. Pour that in. Turn that up a little bit. About to medium. We're gonna let those potatoes cook. A 1/4 teaspoon. Stir and bring to a simmer on medium heat. Yummy. 10 to 12 minutes for the potatoes. That sounds more like it. We'll hope it's done even then. Because I'm using dry parsley, I'm gonna go ahead and add it now so it'll have time to maybe hydrate. It says 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh parsley at the end for garnish. We're gonna add it 1 tablespoon of dried in here. I'm thinking it'll probably need more salt. I put a teaspoon of salt because the soup and potatoes, you probably need it, and then a half a teaspoon of pepper. Our homemade chicken broth is low sodium. So if you're using store-bought, you may want to, check your salt. I added 2 cups of water also to mine. My chicken broth is strong and concentrated, so also it'll make it have more, and I'll be able to thicken it if I want to still. I want to make sure I had enough to cook the potatoes in. When my potatoes are done, I've been kind of going in and just slightly give them a little smush, make them smaller, kind of help thicken it. You can see there's some bigger pieces. You don't have to do that, you can leave them up. I left kind of bigger dice. And I did add, like I said, 2 more cups of water. So mine is thinner, but I'm going to be adding the cream of chicken soup and the heavy cream and the cheese and the sausage. Actually, about right now. So we're going to add our cream of chicken soup. I'm going to turn this down on like a medium low. We added the cream of chicken soup. Mix that up. Add our half a cup of heavy cream. We're gonna add our sausage back in. And our half a cup of grated cheddar. This is a little bit more, I didn't push it down. So now we're just stirring that up, cooking a couple minutes, 2 to 3 minutes until our cheese melts and everything's heated through. You can add the potato starch or a little bit of cornstarch if you want it thicker. But I think this looks good. You can still see some of the cheese, so we're gonna keep cooking it for a little bit. Now it's probably your time also. That's good. You see it? Looks good, guys. Could maybe use a tad salt, but not so much that I would do it per serving. Pretty hot. And it's up to you if you want it thickened more. Remember, I like mashed my potatoes a tad. Kielbasa cheesy potato soup. Get your soup on. Enjoy, guys.